welcome. Today's January 15th, 2020, and I'm here to do our daily check-in, so let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. Okay. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. First off, thank you for all of those who have made donations to my channel yesterday. And just keep in mind that I will need up to 1 week to, reply back to you or provide those card pulls for you. And for those who have actually booked a reading, you guys go first. Okay, so there was a handful of people who have booked readings prior to my birthday. You guys should be receiving your readings by today or at the end of my night. But some of you, I'll probably have to do it for tomorrow. And for the rest of you guys, I'll try to work on your card pulls over the weekend, okay? So that you will have like a time frame as to when you should be receiving those messages. So let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. Dear Spirit, please reveal to me what is the overall energy of our Divine Masculine Collective. It's a private number. Hold on. Okay, guys. I still have my business, so I have to work on that too. So I took my day off yesterday. I didn't do any readings. So, and I'm a Capricorn, guys. I'm a workhorse. I work every day. But yesterday, I was like, it was such a beautiful day yesterday. I was so thankful for God and universe to, gift me such a beautiful sunny day. It snowed and it melted and it was warm, and it was a really beautiful day yesterday. So thank you again for all of you who had personally wished me a happy birthday. It really means a lot to me, and it makes me feel very loved and appreciated, and thank you so much. Alright, so let's see, what is the general overall message that wants to come through for our masculines and feminines for today? Thank you, Spirit. Overall, for masculines, we have Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. This is a number 24. So I really feel like masculines are really working towards changing, okay? Leaving the past behind and moving forward. And they are bringing their ideas to life. That is really beautiful. It's very synchronous with yesterday's overall energy of delight with the Divine Masculines. And towards the feminine, we have Cat Spirit, claim your independence, masculine. And so again, if you're watching yesterday's reading, masculines are still stuck in karmic situations. And towards the feminine for today, they are wanting to claim their independence and their stability. Okay, that is what I'm saying. That's really beautiful. And for the feminines, overall, we have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Aww. And isn't this a beautiful doe deer? Feminines, you're being very gentle today. And I feel like you've reached a completion. Okay, and you're feeling really good. Very gentle energies for feminines. And towards the masculine, Brown bear spirit, take time out. Feminines, you're taking a time out from your masculine. And again, we have a number 9. Honestly, guys, feminines, you guys have been coming really strong in the past week, which is a really good energy. You know, I feel that feminines, you are becoming more of a balance with your masculine and feminine energies, from what I can feel. Being very gentle and taking a time out from your masculine, because your masculine needs to claim their independence. That is what I'm seeing, and they need to bring their ideas to life. So they're working on it right now, guys, okay? So let's see what else. Let's clarify these energies. Dear Spirit, please clarify this electric eel and cat spirit for the masculines, and this deer spirit and the brown bear for the feminine. Please clarify these energies. Masculines, you have reached a conclusion. It's time to close chapters. I feel like, you know, the energy is really gaining momentum, especially with the divine masculines. They're trying to bring their ideas to life, and they realize if they want to, you know, bring, you know, the situationship dealing with their feminine into a reality, they have to take matters into their own hands and close out those chapters. They've reached that conclusion so that they can have a new chapter with the feminine. And it's by claiming their independence. And here I see complicated. It's complicated for this masculine, okay, to really close out these cycles with the karmic. The masculines have come into awareness that they know what they need to do, but in reality, it's very difficult for them to break free from their karmic attachments. That is what I'm seeing again for today. But at least the masculines are in awareness that they need to really work on their situation in order to make things right. Hence the reason why this masculine is trying to break free from the karmic so that they can become independent, so that they can have freedom to choose the connection towards the feminine. Feminines, you are watching the masculines actually watching the karmic. That is what I'm seeing. With the feminine, we have strength. Not only that you are gentle, you are strong. Again, I just see that feminines, you are well balanced. Finally, feminines, I feel like you've reached that sort of equilibrium within yourself. That is why you are stable and grounded. And I see that you're really working on your foundations. So is the masculine. They're making a decision to get out of this complicated situation dealing with the karmic. Because I see with the masculine, we have here 2, 3, 4, and 6. Feminines, you have 2 9s and an 8. You're there, okay? And towards the masculine, obedience. Wow. Feminines, you want justice, okay? You want obedience. You want loyalty. That's why you're taking the time out. If you're not receiving that loyalty from your masculine, because the masculine is saying feminine, it's really complicated. I can't just break away from my karmic situation just yet. Please allow me the time to release my karmic situation so I can make things right, so I can move forward. That is what I'm feeling, okay? So let me go ahead and take it a step further and clarify this conclusion energy and complicated energy with the masculine, and strength and obedience for the feminine. Please clarify these energies. Please, Spirit. For masculines, they're using discernment. And I feel like, you know, they know that they have to complete this cycle by using discernment and coming up with a conclusion that their ideas need to be, come into fruition into their reality. And it takes action on the masculine's behalf to get things in motion. That is what I'm seeing. This masculine is trying to open up their intuition because here it's still clouded. Okay, but at least I feel like this masculine is really, using their mind to really think about the situation that they're currently in. Really thinking today. Towards the feminine, we have a surrender. And that was in yesterday's reading with the masculines towards the divine feminines. The masculines is surrendering to the divine. They are surrendering their complicated situation up to the universe by trying to claim their independence and their stability when it comes to the feminine. This masculine is currently working on it, and I feel like they're being divinely guided to make choices in their daily life to really make that change. That is what I'm feeling. Towards, the feminine, we have self-reflection. You have a mirror, okay? You are mirroring your masculine, from what I can feel. You are reflecting the strength, okay, and gentleness, about your energy overall. That is what I'm seeing. I feel like feminines, you are in solitude. You are actually working on yourself, self-love, okay, showing compassion towards the masculine. And I feel that as you're working on yourself, you're not pushing the connection when it comes to masculine. You're allowing the masculine to come forward towards you by really working on the situation themselves so that they can show you. That is why you have here obedience, okay? And you're taking a time out and you're assessing. Again, I just feel like this feminine is assessing their connection when it comes to masculine. Now, feminines, you are reaching that level of patience. Again, for the feminines, there's 8s and 9s. You have reached that completion or ending of this cycle. You get it. That is what I'm saying. That's why, you have done as much as you can in this situation with your masculine. Masculines, they're using discernment and they are surrendering to spirit about this complicated situation dealing with the feminine by learning to claim their independence, not being codependent on a karmic situation, because they know they have to end that chapter with the karmic. That's what I'm seeing. Wow. So let me go ahead and pull some additional messages here and see what does the masculine want to communicate to the feminine for today. What does the masculine want to say to their feminine for today? What does the masculine want to say to their divine feminine for today? What is the message, please, Spirit? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Wow, this is really beautiful. Masculines, I feel that they want to let their feminines know that they are looking deep within themselves and they're trying to figure out what is causing them to feel this way. They are using discernment. They have come to a conclusion that whatever karmic situation that they're in, they're trying to figure out what is really making them feel a certain way. Possibly, I really feel like the karmic is emotionally manipulating the masculine, okay? By making them feel bad about the situation. I feel like they're dealing with a drama queen, okay, or a drama king. Take it how it resonates. And because of their emotional manipulation, by making the masculine feel guilty, and making them feel stuck in a situation, this masculine is using their discernment that the situation dealing with the feminine is really complicated because they're dealing with the karmic situation. This masculine, okay, they care. That is the feeling I'm getting. This masculine cares about the karmic and also the feminine. And they know that they need to surrender to divine, so they are being divinely guided to look within themselves so they can free themselves from any kind of attachments. That is what I'm seeing for today. And for the feminine, what do you want to communicate to your masculine? what do you want to communicate to your masculine for today, feminine? What is it that you want to let your masculine know for today? Only time will tell. That's why you're taking a time out. You are assessing. You're practicing obedience. Okay? I feel like feminines, you are more in your power to not feed into the energy of the masculine, which is causing the masculine to look inside themselves about who they are and what they want, and really look at the situations that is in front of this masculine. What is it that this masculine truly wants for themselves? Is it an attachment to an old idea of what love is? Or is it true love? What is it going to make this masculine happy, truly happy for themselves, not for everyone else, for themselves? And feminines, you're letting the masculine know only time will tell. You're doing a lot of self-reflection and you're taking a time out from your masculine, okay? That is what I'm seeing. Wow. So let me go ahead and jump into the tarot and see what is the overall energy of this divine and masculine towards their divine feminine for today. How are they currently thinking about you, feminine? How are they feeling? What is it that this masculine wants to do towards a connection with their feminine? What are the actions are they going to take? What is their current challenge? And what is their outcome? We have the High Priestess, but it's in reverse. So this masculine is still not able to see things too clearly when it comes to their feminine. That is why they're using discernment, okay? And they are surrendering to the feminine because it's complicated. That is what I'm seeing. And here we have Temperance in reverse, not being able to practice patience, okay? I feel like this masculine really needs to take a time out for themselves and really look inside themselves to examine what is causing them to feel this way about their feminine, okay? And here we have Eight of Swords. Masculines are feeling trapped and stuck, not knowing what to do. I feel like this masculine really needs to reflect. You know, this day should be a day of reflection. Really thinking about the situation that they're in. Is this what they want for the rest of their life, dealing with a karmic situation? Or like, what do they see in the future if they were to choose the connection towards the feminine? They want to get out of this Five of Cups energy of feeling sadness and disappointment, wanting to leave a third-party situation behind and going forward towards their divine feminine. That is how they feel. Because they know that they were not giving into the situationship with the feminine. Again, I really feel like the karmic person is emotionally manipulating the divine masculine. Like, oh, woe is me. How could you do this to me? You've done this to me so many times. Are you gonna leave me and possibly the kids? You know, that is the feeling that I'm getting here. And I feel like this masculine is torn from leaving a karmic situation so that they could pursue their feminine because it may seem selfish. But what about the masculine? It's like the masculine is really taking care of everyone's needs, wants, and desires. But what about the masculine? The children will understand if the masculine chooses a true love connection, that energy will radiate towards everyone outside of themselves. Once this masculine is really choosing themselves, learning self-love, and then being able to give an abundance of love towards all other people. That is what the feminine does for the masculine. And I feel like the karmic person is manipulating the masculine for this type of response, for this kind of love. And that is not love. That is attachment. I also see that this masculine is trying to avoid a tower. They're not ready to release this karmic, but they've come to a conclusion that they need to do something. Because this masculine is making a choice. They're at a crossroads, and their decision, okay, is to get out of this third-party situation. That is what I'm feeling, not being able to work on the connection with the feminine because currently they're being held back by the karmic. That is what I'm seeing. Because this masculine is being deceptive. They're not really revealing their true selves towards the karmic or the divine feminine. They're stuck. That is what I'm feeling. And more than anything, this masculine wants to take control of the situation and move forward by taking action, by knowing what it is that they want to go after, by having that courage to go through this. And they know that in order to move forward towards the feminine, they need to claim their independence first. But it's complicated, feminine. That is what I'm seeing. Because they're dealing with a karmic, okay, who is wanting to take whatever from this masculine so that they can't leave, guys, okay? That is what I'm seeing. Because it has something to do with children. It has something to do with their past. And I feel like this masculine is really thinking about their feminine. But I really feel like they can't be with the feminine in this now moment. Okay, they're really working on it. They're reflecting. This masculine can't really think too clearly because the karmic is in this masculine's environment. But they want to get out of hermit mode. They have done a lot of deep reflection. And I feel like this masculine is really trying to get out of this energy of feeling stuck and moving forward. Because they have become enlightened. There is a period of separation between you two, which is causing this masculine to do some reflection. They're still not completely clear. That's why they still need time, feminines. That is why patience is necessary for this masculine. Just remember, this twin flame dynamic is a journey to self-love. Okay, it's not a destination. It's not a relationship where you can make things up within a short period of time. A twin flame connection takes years. Okay, years, not just months. It's not a typical relationship. And this masculine wants to get out of conflict. They don't want to fight anymore. Because of the past that's holding them back, guys, okay? That is what I'm seeing. So let's see. How are they thinking about their feminine? We have a 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This masculine knows that they are not able to give the reciprocity to their feminine. They know this. Why? It's because they're still stuck in a karmic situation. They know that they have to end the chapter. They're still stuck in that energy. And they know that their ideas need to come into life, but it takes action for this masculine, and they're using their discernment. They're really trying to think on a spiritual level. Trying, guys, okay? Because I really feel like this masculine is operating in the 3D, in their physical environment. They're dealing with situations that is, in front of this masculine and the physical. So how are they thinking about the feminine? Judgment in reverse. They feel like they're stuck. They feel like they cannot reconcile with the feminine. And this is how this masculine is feeling for today. You know, this masculine knows that they have to take matters into their own hands if they truly want the connection, this divine connection with the feminine. They are surrendering up to the divine because they know that it's a complicated situation. So what is it that this masculine wants to do? 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. They're not communicating. They're holding back. They're using their discernment, and I feel like they're in this moment of reflection, quiet meditation, thinking. They're trying to think, okay? They're still clouded. They're trying to wipe the cobwebs out of their eyes and head, you know, and see if they can think clearly, because they know that they're not ready to communicate to the feminine just yet, okay? Or they may not be able to communicate a true desire to the feminine of really coming together, of having union. So what is the actions of this masculine towards their feminine? Ace of Pentacles. This masculine really wants to give a new beginning in the physical towards their feminine. They know that they have to put in the work to end whatever karmic cycles that they're in, and looking within themselves and asking them what is causing them to feel this way. They need to learn to say no to karmic situations. That is their lesson, from what I can see. And they need to use discernment and not be emotionally manipulated by the karmic. They need to follow their inner guidance, not from what other people are saying to the masculine, using their discernment. What is the challenge? Knight of Swords. The challenge is communication to the feminine. And I really see that's why they're holding back, because they don't want to communicate quickly to the feminine about, like, you know, about their, you know, like being selfish, about really wanting the connection, but not producing the results of a really, like a real coming together. That is what I'm saying. That's why feminines, only time will tell. You're like, well, masculine, I know what we both want. We feel it both deep in our hearts, but you have to really put in the work, okay? Feminines, you're doing a lot of reflection, and you're trying to find their strength, okay, by being gentle to the situation. Feminines, you're very caring, you're very nurturing, you're very understanding of the masculine's situationship dealing with the karmic. That is why you are taking a time out and practicing obedience, okay, by setting boundaries with the masculine, and you are assessing the masculine's actions, and you're like, masculine, only time will tell if you really want this connection, but you really have to put an end or put closure to the karmic situation. You really have to look deep within yourself and really figure it out and use your discernment. So that's why the challenge for this masculine is to not really communicate to this feminine quickly about their personal wishes and desires. Because they know that if they can't fulfill their words towards the feminine is really going to look at the masculine and be like, well, you've always said this. Where's the result? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So what is the outcome of this masculine's energy? 10 of Pentacles. This masculine may be getting a divorce. They're going to be separating themselves with the karmic situation, because I really see that whatever family situation that they have invested in, they're not really happy. It's like, you know, like a fulfillment, an obligation, because it's a family, but they're not happy in it, and they know that they could be happy outside of this connection that they have built in the past. They're learning to detach by using their discernment, by looking within themselves, and they know that it is time. They have reached a conclusion that their ideas would come to life, but they have to take action. This masculine knows what they need to do, but I feel like that they're taking their time to see what is the best course of action to do it without hurting all the parties involved, if that makes sense. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for today for the masculines. So for feminines, what is your energy towards the masculine? How are you currently thinking about your masculine? How are you feeling? What is it that you want to do in the connection with your masculine? What are the actions you're wanting to take? What is your challenge or obstacle? And what is the outcome? And I really feel like the karmic knows that they're trying to do whatever it takes to salvage, or cling on to the situationship dealing with your masculine, even though that they know that it's a lost cause. It's like for the karmic, their lesson is to detach and let go. Because the karmic isn't happy either, but I feel like the karmic is hanging on because of stability, okay? Or maybe losing face, okay, in public, That's the feeling that I'm getting. You don't want to hang on to a situation just because you've invested so much time, or they're trying to, get that security, either through emotions or through finances, from the masculine for the wrong reasons. It's not based on love. It's based on material needs, if that makes sense. The karmic feels, I feel like abandonment issues also. Okay, hey, the feminines, we've all been through it. We've been abandoned. Like what? But we have grown stronger because of our masculines, because of their actions that they have done towards the feminine. So we have healed from the situation. If the divine feminines can do it, so can the karmic, okay? That is what I'm feeling. So, feminines, what is your energy towards your masculine? Thank you, Spirit. Feminines, we have here Queen of Cups. You're not giving into the situation towards your masculine. You're not offering them your love. Okay? You're not giving it up. That's what I'm saying. You're holding back. Because I really feel like the masculines really need to show that they truly do love you, feminine. Love is not like, giving you empty promises. They can't hold on to the connection while they're still stuck in a karmic relationship. That is what I'm saying. This masculine knows. That's why this masculine isn't reaching out, because they're well aware of what they need to do to end a cycle with a karmic situation where they're not happy in. And feminines, you're in hermit mode. And I've seen that you're taking a time out. You're doing some deep reflection on yourself and the connection with the masculine. And I see that you have not reached a clarity. You're not very clear on what you need to do. That is why, you're assessing the situation dealing with the masculine. You're setting boundaries. You're not giving in to the energy of the masculine. until the masculine produces a counter of, you know, your energy to theirs. Because they know with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, they're not giving into the situation. There is no balance in this equal exchange of give and take. And you are burdened, feminines. You want to release your burdens. You want to let go of the situation. That is what I'm seeing. You're doing a lot of self-reflection. Feminines, you have healed yourself enough and learned self-love. And this is not a loving energy that you are receiving from your masculine. So you are loving yourself by not putting yourself in a situation where you are hurt from the masculine's actions or inactions towards a connection with you. And here I see Eight of Wands. Communication. You know, I really feel that you could be communicating to the masculine that you are overburdened by this connection when the masculine is not, you know, putting enough effort to break free from their karmic attachments. That is why this masculine is surrendering up to divine. They don't know what to do. It's complicated for this masculine. It's going to be difficult. That's why they're avoiding that tower moment, because they know if they go through it, they're going to be losing a lot of material things that makes them feel stable or secure. But what they don't realize is when they release this negative karmic attachment, they will be blessed by coming forward towards a divine connection. And this masculine will be gaining, you know, so many blessings through work, through money, through happiness, if they free themselves. That is why the lesson here that I'm seeing is that, you know, with the feminine, their attachment to the feminine is to claim this independence that this masculine needs, to not be codependent or allow themselves to be manipulated into a situation to keep themselves stuck in the karmic situation. And feminines, I feel that with the Two of Wands in reverse, maybe you've made a decision. And I see that, you know, whatever it is, you're just not feeling victorious. You're not feeling really good, like you're winning in the situation. That's why you're just taking a time out. You're like, you know, there's no victory in this. But you definitely want to reconcile with your masculine. You want to come together with your masculine. You know, I really feel that, feminines, you're becoming more realistic when it comes to masculine. You're no longer being daydreamy, you know, or fantasizing about, you know, what the outcomes will be with your masculine, because I think that you're beyond that. In the past, yes, you were fantasizing, thinking about, you know, how wonderful it'll be with your masculine. But, you know, in reality, it is going to be difficult for your masculine to detach from a karmic situation so that they can choose this divine connection with you. That is what I'm feeling. Because here, I feel like you've already meditated, you've already looked at the perspective of the masculine, and you're ready to move forward and take action. You're ready to move things along. Because feminines, I feel like, you know, you have been alone. Okay, you have been, you know, detached somewhat from your masculine. Even though the masculine is still hanging on or holding on, they know that they can't operate in this energy if they're still in this karmic energy. So it forces the masculine to look within themselves to see what it is they want for their true happiness. Because I feel that, feminines, you're not wanting to give anything into this situation. You're done. You're done with the little playful tactics, right? You're done playing. You want a true divine masculine to be next to you. That is what I'm saying. I feel like, you know, feminines, you're emotionally more mature and aware of the situation, and you're not taking breadcrumbs from the masculine. That is what I'm seeing for this feminine. So how are you thinking about your masculine? We have here Three of Swords. You're brokenhearted. You're brokenhearted because the masculine isn't choosing the connection. You don't see any big headway because they're still stuck in a karmic energy here. How are you feeling? The Chariot, you want to move forward. Again, I just see that this feminine's energy, they're really tired of staying stuck. They want to move forward. You want to feel balance so you can feel good about yourself. You know, feminines, like I said, you know, you're doing a lot of self-reflection here, and you're trying to be gentle and finding the strength to be alone. That is the you know, I guess the life lesson for this feminine in being in a divine connection is that when the masculine leaves, you know, the feminine, it gives the feminine time to really practice self-love, to develop the strength, okay, to really work on themselves. The karmic never got to really work on themselves. They're always, you know, the opposite of the feminine. Even though that the karmic tried to emulate a divine feminine energy, the masculine already knows. You know, masculines can read energy too, guys. They're, even though that their intuition is blocked, they do have a sense of knowing. But, you know, it takes a masculine who has developed that sort of awareness over time, the difference between a karmic and their true divine feminine. Okay, it comes with time, guys, okay? That's why patience is necessary in this twin flame journey. So what is it that you want to do in the connection with your masculine feminine? High Priestess. Intuition. You are in your full awareness, feminine. You have intuition. You have mind-to-mind connection. You don't have to be with your masculine in the physical, and that's what the karmic does not realize. If the karmic knows who you are, and they're trying to manipulate your masculine, what they can't do is get on the inside of your masculine, in the heart, about how they feel towards their feminine, and in their mind. Because the masculine has a direct connection to their divine feminine, guys. That is what I'm seeing. Feminines, you are in awareness. Okay? That you can't really be with your masculine and the physical. That's why, guys, this masculine, they're not able to communicate to their feminine. Feminines, you're using your intuition, and you intuitively know what is going on with the masculine. Why? Because you are doing a lot of self-reflection. And because of this, you can see your divine masculine and know where they're at and their energy within themselves and towards the connection with you and towards the karmic. Okay? So what is the actions of this feminine towards your masculine? Emperor in reverse. You're not taking control. You're taking a step back. You're like, this is not my job to be an emperor. It is the job of my masculine. So man up or woman up, divine masculine. You need to take control. You need to take the lead. I'm going to use my intuition and see what you're going to do. That is why with this feminine, only time will tell. You are assessing the actions of your masculine by practicing obedience. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So what is the challenge? We have 4 coins. The challenge is for you to hold on to the connection, feminines. That is what I'm seeing, or holding back. You know, if you were the needy type of communicating with your masculine or wanting to have like that communication, that is your challenge, is to hold back and not really communicate to your masculine so much. by finding the strength and letting your masculine approach you. That is what I'm seeing. So what is the outcome? 2 cups in reverse. You're not going to invest in this partnership with the masculine until they put in the work. That is what I'm saying, guys. I feel like these energies are changing. The feminines are becoming more of a runner, and now the masculine is becoming more of a chaser. They know that if they don't put in the work, they're going to lose their divine feminine. At least that is what I'm seeing. This masculine, they're going to release their karmic situation dealing with the family, okay, or possibly go through a divorce. They're finally thinking about it, okay, because this isn't making them happy. And this feminine is not offering a partnership with the masculine until this masculine gets out of this situation, because moralistically it isn't right to break a family dynamic, okay, because this feminine does not want to have bad karma on them. That is what I'm seeing. Everyone is trying to do the right thing, and it's going to take some time. That's why this feminine is an awareness that only time will tell. The masculine knows that this is a complicated situation dealing with the feminine. That is what I'm seeing here. And they need to claim their independence, okay, by surrendering. That is what I'm seeing, guys. Wow. So let me go ahead and pull some additional energies here and see, how does this masculine feel towards their feminine, and how does the feminine feel towards their masculine? How are you guys really feeling towards each other in this now moment, despite the reality of what's going on here? How are you guys feeling? Okay. Even though you guys can't be together with each other in the physical because of karmic situations, how are you guys feeling towards each other? For masculines, we have here forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. That is how this masculine is feeling towards the feminine. They are learning forgiveness, and they're learning right now. They're learning their karmic lessons, or the lessons learned dealing with the karmic situation. And they know that they need to release and heal the past so that they can experience love in the present moment. Is this masculine feeling the love in their present moment? Possibly not, because they have to release the past with the karmic situation. Because they know that the true love connection really is with the feminine. That is what I'm seeing. And here we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This masculine is attracted to you, feminine. There is no doubt that they are not. They're very attracted to you. But because of their complicated situation, they have to heal. They have to end their karmic contracts. And here we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring you two together. This masculine is calling in for their feminine. They are surrendering to the divine. They know it's complicated, feminines. They want to claim their independence. They are calling you in. But they know they have to use discernment and close out those chapters with the karmic in order to move forward. And here we have you deserve love. You are lovable. Their arrow is pointing at you, feminine. You are so lovable, feminine. They love you. They know that the love that you guys share is not like what they have with the karmic. It's different. And the karmic can try to fake it till they make it, right? You know, but this masculine knows what kind of love that they have received with the feminine, because they haven't felt that kind of love with anyone, not even the karmic, okay? Feminines, we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. What I'm feeling is that feminines, You know that the masculine is deceitful. They're not revealing their full truth when it comes to the situation and dealing with you and the karmic. And that is why, only time will tell. You're like masculine. I know that your situation is difficult for you to break free, but you have to make a choice. Are you going to continue to live this life where you are unhappy in your current karmic environment? Or do you want to, be with the divine feminine and live a different life of love, peace, and happiness where both you guys can grow and excel and go on mission with each other and have a true divine purpose in life? This feminine knows that this masculine is deceiving themselves. And here we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Feminines, you want to let your masculine know that you're ready for a commitment. You're ready to do this. That is what I'm saying, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Do you see the face of this masculine? They're currently married to a karmic situation they're not happy in. The karmic is looking at the masculine like they're money bags or a free ticket towards, financial freedom, but, I feel like this karmic is a leech off of this masculine. And they're looking endearing towards the masculine. The masculine is like, I don't know. I don't know if I want this, Because if they really wanted it, then, this masculine is putting up a false mask about their feelings. I feel like if they're in a marriage situationship, they're putting up a mask to the karmic that they're not interested in the feminine. And the karmic is like, they're buying into it, okay? Because this masculine has a poker face. That's what I'm seeing. That's why this masculine is in a hot mess over here. They can't really think too clear today, guys, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But they understand what they need to do. They know that they're not, giving into the connection towards the feminine in the way that the feminine would like to receive it. At least not today. And here we have reconciliation. Feminines, you want to reconcile with your masculine. You want your masculine to come back to you. You're hoping that the masculine would break their karmic situation so that they can reconcile with you, or possibly renew your wedding vows if you're married to this masculine. Because you know that the masculine may be deceiving you about how much, they want to make it work in a connection with you, feminine. That is what I'm seeing. And finally, trust. This situation is calling you to have faith. Feminines, you're trusting in this divine union. It takes a lot of patience. That is what I'm seeing. And you are learning to have faith in the connection. When it comes to your masculine is calling you in, feminines, they're forgiving and learning. They still have this attraction to you, feminine. And feminines, you're like, only time will tell. Wow. So let me go ahead and end this reading with some guidance messages from the Buddha Wisdom Oracle cards. And see what's in store for this masculine collective. Dear Spirit, please reveal to me 3 messages for the divine masculine. What is the guidance message that the masculines need to know in this now moment about their current situation? Please reveal to us 3 guidance messages for this divine masculine collective. 3 messages, please, Spirit. Okay, that's 1. One more, please, Spirit. Okay. Give thanks for what has been given to you, however little. Masculines, you know, be thankful that even if you only have a little bit, be thankful for what you have. That is what I'm seeing. Choose to leave the dark way for the way of light. Exactly. If this masculine is in the dark, choose the way of the light, divine masculines. Don't be in the dark, be in the light. Your feminine is your light. Your karmic is the dark. They're keeping you stuck. They're not making you grow, okay? If they're making you grow, it's because of a karmic lesson. Master your words, master your thoughts. Never allow your body and speech to harm others. Exactly. That is why this masculine is holding back communication with the feminine. They're being mindful of their actions and their words. They don't want to come off as speaking too quickly, because now this masculine is in awareness of their thoughts and their actions, especially when it comes to feminine, because there is history between you two. And also dealing with the karmic situation. They're mastering their words and their thoughts. And I feel that this karmic is dumbfounded by the speech that this masculine is giving to the karmic. The karmic is trying to manipulate this situation, dealing with the masculine at all costs, to keep themselves stuck, okay, by doing whatever emotional manipulation that they can, but this masculine isn't buying it. And that is the feeling that I'm getting. So use your discernment, masculine. That is what I'm seeing for today. Now, for the feminines, what is your guidance for today? What is the guidance message for the Divine Feminine Collective? 3 messages, please, Spirit. What is the guidance for Divine Feminines for today? One more message, please, Spirit. What is... Okay, alright. Feminines, become the shelter of the world, a resting place for the broken and wounded. This is a true Bodhisattva path. Wow, this is really beautiful, guys, okay? Feminines, be a shelter of the world and a resting place for the broken and wounded. That is the true path of a Bodhisattva. That is loving all sentient beings, okay? Also with, namely, with the Divine Masculine. You know that the masculine is wounded. They are hurt. And you will receive them, okay? But this masculine really needs to break free from the karmic attachment. That is what I'm seeing. But you're in awareness of this. Because why? You have healed yourself. When you try to hold on to things after their time, you suffer and you make others suffer. Again, this message came out yesterday. So this is a repeat message for feminines for today, okay? It trickles into today's energy. You know, I feel like feminines, you're trying to release, you know, the attachment towards your masculine, because after a period of time, you realize that when you cling on to the situation and it doesn't come into fruition, you become hurt. So you release and let go, and you trust in the divine order and process of how things are supposed to happen in divine timing. And that way, you are not suffering and your masculine isn't suffering because of this attachment that you guys both have. Final message. In birth, decay, death, sorrow, and turmoil, be the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. Wow, this is really deep and powerful. Feminines, I feel like it because you're the high priestess. You know that there is a birth and an ending, a death and a rebirth. And in between, there is sorrow and turmoil. And you really see the ultimate reality that with faith comes with serenity, okay? You have to have faith, which gives you peace. And you do this with self-love. That is why I'm saying you have to raise your vibration, feminine. That is why being a divine feminine is hard. We are not like the others because we are light workers. We share our light and love into planet Earth. And a karmic doesn't do that. Okay, they only think for themselves, not for the betterment of the entire planet. For all people, karmics are selfish. That is what I'm seeing. And they don't see that. They cannot see, in a way of a true divine feminine, because we're spiritual. Okay, and I don't care if, the karmic goes to church, okay, and they've been going their whole life. People who go to church their whole life still don't get the spiritual aspects. Okay, that is what I'm seeing. And for divine feminines, we were born with this spiritual gift. And that's what I'm seeing. So you have to stay strong. You have to stay positive. Because I guarantee you, a karmic cannot be a divine feminine. Okay? So we have to be there. We have to practice patience, feminine. And trust and know that all will happen in divine timing. So I really hope you enjoyed today's reading. Thank you all for all your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can reach me on my website. It's www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. And you can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.